Hey family, look how more defined that you guys can see the flea vein. Like when I say there's a patch of it just right here, it is some over here too. I think over here, I saw something or looked like something had dug in my bed, but everything is still fine over here. But that's flea vein right there, and there's some flea vein right here. It's very windy after it was raining this morning. Everything is standing up to what's been going on the last week and a half. Finally got my son to bring the other grapevine back here. This is the last one I had purchased. Raspberry plant right there. Sprinkled a little cinnamon after I saw that something was in my garden bed over there. But what I'm hoping is that the borage actually sprouts from over here. I planted them by just pressing them into the dirt and watering them in. I'm hoping that the times we had rain in the last 4 to 5 days is going to help me get them to sprout in place, and then I'll practice more chaos gardening as well as how to properly plant the borage seed so I can get it to sprout, because that's my issue. Other than that, I did uncover what I said I was going to show you guys. So here it is, and yes, I sprinkled cinnamon on this up here too. Nothing's been up here, but I got a lot of space to plant more things, and then all of the mulch I kind of pushed over to the side over there. Very windy. Everything up here in the front is doing okay. Something, I don't know, hoping it's not a squirrel or anything, but I sprinkled some cinnamon. Those are still doing fine back there. Right here in this little area, right next to these little 3 or 4 onions, all of my beets have sprouted. And I checked under here on the carrots, and so far I've seen one sprout, so I'll give it another day or two, but I'm going to keep coming to lift and check to see if they sprouted so I can go ahead and uncover them. But I feel like I'm going to have to protect that spot, so I have to come up with some makeshift way, because the squirrels be in the front yard too, so that it doesn't get dug up and then these stray cats. So far, nobody's pooping in my stuff, but these 2 pots, I moved them up on the porch for now. I will be at some point moving them to the back. And I thought something killed the melon. Maybe it'll bounce back, but something did enough to it to make it look like this. It didn't look like this when I put it in there. And these big green beans are doing their thing as well. I'm gonna have to put a trellis in there for them, but they will be moved to the back. My fire sedum is looking good. The bee balm is looking good. I might add some of my own bee balm in here, like 2 or 3 around the outer perimeter, kind of fill it out a little bit. I haven't seen any action from my hibiscus. Still trying to wait and see before I dig up and throw anything away, but this is how everything is outside right now. I also took the time after the rain stopped when I did come out, had my cup of coffee this morning. I planted my last delicious tomato right here in the L. I planted yellow brandywine right here. They're under the tomato cage. And then I put 2 chocolate cherries over there, and I call myself loosening up the dirt because I don't know what else I want to put. One of the onions wasn't sprouting, but there's one there. So eventually I will move it. I'm going to leave those onions, and I'm going to move the little daikon radish pieces somewhere else. And I sprinkled some blood meal around my dinosaur kale that I have sitting here. And I got one more Chadwick cherry. It's probably going to go right here in the place where these 2 daikon radish are, right here next to. And I need to move a tomato cage somewhere, or leave it and I can drop some beans around the onions there. I think that's what I'm probably going to do. Put beans around the onions. It's already a trellis here. Put the Chadwick cherry there. It's already a trellis here. So yeah, guys, I moved these 2 lemon tree seedlings out. They've been doing fine. You guys remember what the apple seedlings, Gala Girls, looked like? They are shooting out leaves. And I'm being protective of my big apple tree because I don't want my blossoms to be blown off just yet. I mean, I know it's naturally going to happen, but I want more than 1 apple this year. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here because the loofah, the birdhouse gourds, and loofahs are all in here. So what sprout is what's going to sprout, and after it sprouts, I'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how and what I want to do with the clothesline area because that's probably where it's going to go. And I've chosen to plant tomatoes in that dresser. That's what's going to get planted in there because I don't have something big enough. And I don't want to waste some landscaper fabric that I don't want to go and buy to make a bag big enough to fill with dirt and leaves and whatnot to grow the potatoes. So we're going to put them in that. And when I have a chance, I will show you guys my spudded potatoes that I've had sitting under the kitchen table for a good little while in the box. So this is me just checking in. Love you, family. Happy gardening.